we have been planning for a long time. We've been wanting to totally revamp the guild hub, and it just keeps ending up as like a non-priority fix and just keeps kind of getting pushed to the side. So we have plans for it. It just content trumps everything.
I think, like Leesha just said, like we're planning to move guild chat into the world chat window so they're all combined. You can chat while you're doing dungeons and stuff. And then the main guild section would have like a message of the day or something like that on top of it. And then we have a few other cool things that we want to put in. Some of it we wanted to put in with the guild halls, and we just didn't have the time. So yeah, there are some more surprises there. As for the guild shop, I don't think we have any actual plans to change that, but we're always open to ideas for that.
So yeah, it'll get there eventually. It's gotta make its way up the priority list, basically. Will Bit Heroes ever get any more weapon types?
Funny, we actually almost added a new weapon type a few months ago, and we ended up having to pull it out. But yeah, we do have plans for a few more weapon types. They're just not in the game yet.
Yeah, all the art's done. So, yep.
Yep.
Oh, I feel like
Does Juppiomenz like Miyazaki movies? Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Do you think this need to obtain friends in order to progress in Bit Heroes is an advantage because it brings people together, or a disadvantage because of the lack of help one can get? Is there is there any room for improvement on the friend system?
It's kind of like a double-edged sword. On one side, it's really cool for certain people to feel like they're everyone wants to be their friend. I'm so and so, and I'm really, really powerful, so everyone wants to be my friend. It's a really cool feeling for that person. And then it also adds a lot of like working together and meeting people. It adds that social aspect of the game a lot. But then on the downside, people feel like it's necessary to have high-level friends. They feel like they have to beg, they have to so and so. So there is some downsides, but I think ultimately the upsides outweigh the downsides, and so I don't think we would necessarily change it. And something I think a lot of people don't understand is like you don't. It's not necessary to have those high-level friends. Yeah, it makes things easier and it makes grinding easier, but you can still progress through the game and play the game without having a high-level friend. It's just not as simple. So even though people think it's required, it really isn't.
I think it's just a tricky situation because of the fact that the game started such a long time ago, but mobile...
yeah.
What in the world? There's like alerts going off and I don't know where they're coming from.
Could have been a donation, maybe?
Okay, it was a donation. Cool. Thank you for the Extra Life donation. Yeah, it must have gone through. I think that might be a sound effect on my personal Twitch, and it played it. It's like I think it's Family Guy. I need to make sure all these things are turned off.
I think the problem with adding more friend slots, Catfisher, is that it's one of those scenarios of it's never enough. I feel like we can increase the limit to 500, and people will still want more. It's just there will always be a desire for more.
And we can make you guys some more crossbows too. I've been reading the comments about that. It's not a problem. make some more.
Yeah, and to all the people asking, why can't we make cosmetics? Why can't we use crossbow cosmetics for our bows? It's more of a technical issue. Bows and crossbows technically have 2 different animation sets, and so it's not as simple as flipping a switch and having it work. So we definitely still want to do it. We want to make it so that people can wear a bow and look like they're using a crossbow. It's just not as simple as it sounds.
Oops. Overlay fail, yep. Yeah, it's because I use OBS for my own personal streaming, and I think that's what happened. I think it alerted through my personal stream instead of through the Juppiomenz stream. It's a downside to this program.
Can staffs get a buff? I'd like to buff them, and I had a few ideas to buffing them, but I don't want them to just be the same thing as the other weapons. So I'm trying to figure out a way to like make them still a healing item, but make them also useful in other ways. So yeah, I do want to buff staff, basically.
Yeah, so everyone knows too, we don't just go, hey, this is going to be cool and throw it in the game. We make sure we think it through, and we don't want to break the game. So we can't just like, oh yeah, let's just put this number on a staff and put it in. That might destroy everything. So we do think about things. But yes, we've talked about staffs before for a while, so it's on our brains.
And yes, it's Juppiomenz, for those wondering how to pronounce it.
Juppio!
I'm gonna go ahead and do another quick giveaway, since we're kind of in a little bit of a lull. We're about halfway through the questions right now. Let me open it up.
Someone's asking where Juppiomenz, the name, came from while you're getting that stream going. I don't know if you want to try and explain that one, Sean.
So Juppiomenz comes from, I was explaining earlier, Jace and I met each other about 9 years ago, and we were always working late and trying real hard, and it was kind of like a joke word that I pieced together, and I would call me and Jace Juppiomenz because we were always working late and trying really hard. And so to us, it means something special. It's always going the extra mile and doing our best to try to make a great product. So that's kind of what Juppiomenz comes from. It doesn't really make sense, the name, but it means something to us kind of special. So it's kind of a badge of honor.
They're really big on nicknames, and a lot of things in the game are nicknames of either us or people we know.
Yeah, I have a problem with dorky names and stuff like that. So.
A few quick examples I can think of is the epic familiar Jeb, the little spider guy. Leesha's nickname is Jeb, and so we thought it'd be funny to make something named Jeb in the game, so we named him Jeb. And then there's a skeleton in Zone 3, I think, named Juice. That's my nickname, is Juice. So we decided to add that one. And there's a bunch of other ones. Mr. Watson is someone that we know as well. What are the ones I'm not thinking of here?
There's a bunch. There's a ton.
So,
Yeah.
I think we might have to explain Jeb. Because it's so random, it makes absolutely no sense. So, Sean likes to make up words. And Jeb is from Jebediah Springfield, which I have no idea where it came from, but apparently that became my nickname.
Yep, so...
Yeah, I don't remember, but yeah, so it was Jebediah Springfield.
By the way, so the next giveaway is for 1 large egg. So if you'd like to enter this giveaway, type egg into Twitch chat.
The defensive egg, I believe, right? The healing egg.
I typed egg in. I hope I win.
Oh yeah, I need to enter this.
I'm totally re-rolling if it's you guys.
I entered the last contest. I didn't win though. So.
Aw.
Ryan wants a nickname. I'm gonna call you Earmuffs.
Why earmuffs?
I know, I call you earmuffs.
Yeah. Just it's his name now.
Yep.